Hello.
I did it again.
There you go.
I did it again.
Welcome.
I just love to mute myself. Just I just have a habit of doing it. I have to remember to unmute myself.
Just have to break the habit.
I have to break the habit, yeah.
Break it.
Maybe VP will break the habit, Bad Smokes. And Overpass, because we are moving to Overpass, of course. And I think it's going to be an interesting one because it is one of the most enjoyable matches, or rather maps, in my opinion, to watch in professional Counter-Strike, if the two teams are well-versed on the map, obviously. Because it's tactically very... There's so many options for both teams on both sides. And that makes great gameplay. And you have great retakes and set pieces, but you also have, great spots where teams will be vying for, taking map control, and you can do it in so many different ways. If you're playing towards the A side of the map, those are cool CT setups, loads of different timings, there's ways to be aggressive on both sides. You just have a bit of everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff you can do on the map, and T side, it's cool. Like what kind of default that they might do. Some people might take water more. Maybe you take more towards the fountain. And I like to see the dynamics and how the CTs can adjust. Are we going to take connector this round? Are we going to take water ourselves and force the Ts to retake water? It's, as you said, a lot of different variation, a lot of dynamics to the map, which can create a pretty fun and enjoyable map. It's harder to see the same strats over and over on Overpass like you see on a Dust 2. There's very limited options on a map like Dust 2, but Overpass, so many nooks and crannies, long range, a very AWPing friendly map. A lot of good AWPers love Overpass because you can play fountain, you fall back, come through the gauntlet of my AWP. There's so many angles that you can work with, and a player like Snatchy or Zaiwu is going to have a fun time with this map. And I mean, we saw some on Nuke, Snatchy being a little aggressive, a little peeky on Nuke, but he wasn't able to, I guess, get more than a couple rounds or get anything going to really have a momentum. So maybe we'll see a different VP this round where Snatchy can be a little aggressive and have room to fall back. It's hard to be aggressive on Nuke and fall back because, the Ts are always in your face or something like that, or CT. So I think it'd be a cool... Let's see how the VP can do it.
Yeah, I think for VP, they'll be playing up against the likes of Zaiwu, and he's so ridiculous on this map. And I actually think that we might see some creeks being picked up as well. I think as a utility of... I've
been kind of doing a little bit of creeks a little bit lately myself.
It's really good, I think, especially like in some of these long ranges, you can open up the map as that just being that guy that's kind of peeking into angles long range. You really beat out the rifles very effectively on the CT side. So anyway, we're into it. The pistol round has begun. Vitality will be showing their numbers towards the monster area. Is he gonna go in? He's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. He's an aggressive player, and both him and his support, all the support are getting absolutely fisted here.
Decimated. And just like that, almost similar to last map, Vitality's kind of steamrolling VP on pistol, but Snatchy bringing his team back a little bit. They got a kill, him and Snacks each, and it's like a weird smoke by Snacks. Create some space though, as Vitality's trying to shoot him down, finally taking out Snacks, and Snatchy here in the pit, not exchanging, does get a kill, but it's too much for VP as Vitality will take that pistol round. Almost kind of botching it. I mean, it was like 3 kills to 0 at the start of that. Well, not the start, but towards the entrance of that B-bomb site, and Virtus.Pro almost gets it back. Do you think on a map like this, what is your anti-eco strat? VP, are you buying? Are you with the meta? Everyone's buying on second round. Show us what you think is different.
Yes, again, it's a map that's so awesome because it gives you so many arguments that are viable for both the save here and the force buy here. So, depending on whether you want the rifles out in the next round and how you play with those rifles, because you can get aggressive, so you can mitigate that lack of utility that you'll have. Maybe the lack of an AWP. You can figure stuff out. You don't need it. It's not like a Dust 2 or an Inferno where you really need some of those higher economy options. So, see, Apex is going to walk into the B1 site here with the SMG and discover that it's completely clear. So the bomb will make its way there, and cool little strat here from VP. And so the reason why they have chosen this area is because one of the more common anti-ecos is to just send everyone towards the A-long position. And, well, you see teams not often sending everyone, but maybe 3 or 4 players. And so Vitality kind of owned this one by sending Apex for information, and There we go. 5 players will survive. UMP's getting all the kills too.
A lot of money stacked up for ZywOo and Apex, and good, I guess, good strat call, as you said. You know, teams like the heavy favor long or bathrooms. There's a lot of just nooks and crannies. You can kind of just off angle the opponents with better guns and utility. But Vitality, it's kind of send, you know, they can do that. They send Apex, MBK on these kind of feel it out. Let's kind of poke around. Let's see what's happening. No one's there. Just keep walking. Why not?
But you're hearing stepping there towards Monster. I think he had two lots of steps there, so some good information for his team. Bomb, though, is towards the playground, actually, on the A side of the map. So even though, you know, there's a lot of pressure felt towards that B-bomb site right now for VP, we can see the bomb is towards the A side of the map. And what's even more interesting is that there is, at this point, only 3 grenades left for Virtus.Pro. They're all smokes, which is nice, but that's not a good spot to be in.
Not at all, especially when Vitality has 4 smokes left. So they could definitely wall smoke anything if they choose to. Virtus.Pro has nothing to really counter that other than off angles and smokes themselves. Snatchy, though, is going to take a more direct approach. Ooh, what a shot, MBK. Picking the jump off him. Now he's going to fall back, reposition Snack, so he's going to take up by the divider area. Smart move. He smokes it. He's going to listen. See if anything. He's going to probably hear the smoke execute. I think VP knows it's going to be an A take now. Ooh. Smart play by Snacks to push in the smoke. But Alex, he's too smart. He knows. He checks behind him and gets to those 2 kills in A. And it's all a ruse of Vitality's taking this B bomb site as ZywOo takes out 2 of the B players. And almost kind of like similar to a nuke. You know, teams are getting the entry kills. They're getting the man advantages where they're up 5 on 3, 5 on 4, and Vitality and just kind of, why not?
Yeah, that looked really funny because they left the lurk there towards A, and then that's where they get 2 kills, and the bomb site is clear, and then the bomb is pushing into like a pretty rough situation with 2 CTs on the site. And they still win with just a UMP strafing around the pillar. So pretty interesting. Right now it seems like everything works for Vitality. Doesn't matter what they do, it all works.
Yeah, when you can hit some nice shots and outshoot your opponents.
Oh, Apex is spawning the triple stack boost, I think. That's where he was spawning just a moment ago.
Vitality, though, they're going to slow creep, try to pinch Snacks in connector. Molotov forces Snacks to go by the stairs, and this allows Alex to backstab him right from behind. So, great little small utility play by from Vitality. You know, just like about the little things.
Yeah, that was really nice. It was nice.
Teamwork, it's great.
Oh, hello. Well, Snatchy will take the kill on that he sees. He has in front of him. He knows he can't get that gun. But he's caused some problems because his mere presence is hugely worrisome. Look at this. Like, Mihu might have an opening now because of that. And he's going to hit the running. Yo, we might be able to pursue. Will he get around the corner in time? I think he did. Yes, he absolutely did. There is a huge potential here, but the bomb site has been found to be open, and the bomb will get planted there as MBK goes down, and the gun's collected. But again, bomb is down. There's no kit. There's no utility. Okay, well, Yarly found a smoke. But this is good. They can take away 2 guns into the next round. It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, he started with nothing. Got a couple guns out of it. Also, great calling by Vitality to kind of recognize that setup to where they pretty much rushed down Khan and almost took B relatively fast after, who was it? Snatchy flanked from long A. So it's like not even bothering re-clearing A, just fall back, let's just take our losses, and maybe a little more of a gamble approach and just take B. And it works off, it pays off. They don't lose any extra people, ZywOo keeps us up. Plenty of money on the T side. You know, only being up 4-0. I mean, yeah, ZywOo with 12,000 in an up. 4-0. That's not good for VP.
That is not good, indeed. But maybe this is where they turn it around. They got the AWP on Snatchy, of course, and also on Snags. So double AWPs coming out. Often when double AWPs come out, it does catch a team off guard, because if they're playing regular defaults and you put the AWPs on the extremities, the AWPs will likely find one player walking into their position, and Snags looking for a quick peek here. Find anything, we'll scope up. And Apex, he's going to take some liberties. He's pushing quite far forwards. Smoke down, and spray comes in. It's not looking too fantastic here for Virtus.Pro. They are being pushed all the way back, but doing some good damage now. That's a really important 2k from Bialy. However, still damage to be done here by these Ts. Apex will trade out onto Mihu, but it's too much on the side. That was a close one, but VP pick up their much needed rounds, and Vitality, they opted to go for a fast one on the B-bomb site, and they haven't done that too much, and it just didn't work.
Trying to change it up a little bit, see if they could, you know, maybe find a hole in the defense of VP, and they kind of almost got through that hole at the start, taking out Veggie pretty much right away, but Bialy with a hero play, just pretty much stopping that B take immediately, getting those 3 kills. Vitality kind of setting up. Pretty defaulty, nading over the boost. You see that a lot these days. It's really cool. It's preventing a lot of players from stacking on sandbags, or at least the idea of stacking sandbags. Snatchy being aggressive with the AWP will take out MBK in connector, but he doesn't expect his teammate to be right behind him. Zaiwu playing the patient game. He knows Snatchy's going to peek him. He knows it. Because it's Snatchy. That's how he goes. That's how it does it. So Zaiwu playing smart, playing patient, gets the kill. Alex, though, trying to make a move at Monster. Veggie, though, it's his domain. And just unfortunate events. Now VP are winning, or they're up 4-3 in players. Zairu's in a very awkward spot. AWP and Khan's not the best angle you want, but I'm sure he can make it work.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. Once you lost a player and you can't cover everything, you lost one of those forward positions, it kind of pulls everything into question. You just, at this point, they're just playing it safe. They do have the time for this pro that will help them out, and I think Snax' position is pretty good there on A long. Is he going to go for the, like, he's got that decision. He either goes for the full flank, or with the AWP he's going back to A long. That's safer. Whew, that's a really important one for Mihu. The trade does not come in, and it needed to. Zaiwu now has to fall back. There's really no time for this. They can just delay. VP know that they've won this round just by playing it slow, and Bialy comes in from the flank, and that will be that. Nicely done. And
double ups. They work for VP.
They do indeed.
I think Vitality has to know this. They have to realize that VP is double upping. Maybe chill out a little bit on the spread out default, and maybe do like a 4-1-5-0 just towards any bomb site. Just try to overwhelm these oppers, because VP, they're being aggressive. They want to get that early pick and fall back. That's the goal. Get an early pick and fall back. It's kind of like the name of the game a lot on this map. So how can you take advantage of that? Let's do something explosive, something like contact, catch them off guard kind of thing.
So fast up through connect here with the pistols. Ooh,
okay.
Through the smoke, I think, as well.
It's a nice smoke. Look at the feet. You can probably see the feet. That's actually really good smoke by Vitality.
And that's an AWP. That's not up for grab. That alarm bell's got to be ringing here for VP. That's so scary. So we can pick up an AWP now. Can he get to it?
Eventually. I think they're trying to bait to it.
Yeah.
Like, actually pretty smart by Vitality. They're waiting out. Oh no, the elbow peeking out, and it gives it away. Zaiwu, they're cleaning up, getting the kills. He brings down to a 2-on-2. And Veggie, though, he's on the fast flank. Actually, both the Virtus.Pro players are on the flank. RPK did not expect that.
Zaiwu has the bomb, though, and the problem is he doesn't know who the other player is. He's got 50 seconds to work it out. This would be a ridiculous ace. Ridiculous if he picks this one up somehow. And it would really cripple VP.
Yes, indeed. He doesn't get the bomb down.
Both will be coming from the flank. So this is going to take some smarts and some even better reactions, but Snax is going to find him. I think it was so hard for him to realize like who's coming from where there, and He doesn't think. It really seemed like he didn't feel like he could take a safe position on the bomb site. So
Yeah, I think at that point where you're not sure where one of the opponents are, you just got to pick an angle and commit to it. You see Zyru trying to do that, but his timing was a little off, and Snacks took advantage of that.
yes, he did, and it was such a critical round to win. Obviously, it was somewhat of an eco for Vitality, so that would have been pretty amazing for them. But it was more so that VP's economy was looking like it would go down the bin. So in the bin.
In the bin. Oh, where's that go? Oh, that's that's actually pretty extra. I don't think that was necessary.
I like how the kind of water stayed on the camera, even though it went to like a completely different camera. That's awesome.
That's a very interesting smoke. I wonder why you want to smoke as a team. I guess to stop the molly, obviously, but such a weird. Like, why not just toss smoke?
Oh, nice shot. Good flick from Snatchy. More to come, though, as he gets traded out eventually. And the fast pace might be the difference maker here for Vitality, because they have completely outpositioned VP. Unless Snack stops this, his teammates won't be able to get into position. You can see the smokes are down on Bank and the stairs. And there's the Molotov to force Snacks back. But Bialy's pushed his way through the smoke. The trade comes in, though. And this is a nice back and forth for VP. They've created some possibilities, but that's a sketchy engagement. And they have to fall back now. And the bomb can finally go down safely. Apex has made his way down through the flank. Just frag for frag between these teams.
Bringing eventually to a 2-on-2. Alex, though, picks up the AWP in the bathroom. VP taking their sweet time. They do have a smoke and a kit, so they could possibly sneak a defuse here. I think Vitality sweat. The smoke does go down, and the defuse goes on. Uh-oh. Oh, what? The smoke and defuse. It pays off. VP kind of steal around right there from Vitality. It looks like it was Vitality's round to lose. They somehow managed to find it, so VP. And they're not out just yet. Don't count us out, Dan.
Yeah, it seemed like RPK didn't realize they were defusing or something, because he was just holding. Or maybe I think he didn't realize that there was a smoke down or something, because normally if there's a smoke and there's two of you, you both have to just go for the peak there. And because they're likely going for a hold. It's such a hard position for the CTs, you have to do something risky. But anyway, it is in the past. And Vitality looking to walk up long here. I wonder if they'll just walk up all the way. Apex has been playing lurk towards B, as he's been doing all this half so far. We've seen him walking through sewers as well by himself often. But here is Mihu around the corner. Is there going to be anything to help him out here? No. He's going to have to get a multi-kill by himself with this very strong off angle. There's the peak. Almost got two, actually. Speaking of which, Snacks, a very sneaky position. How did he get that? But the A-bomb side looks like it will be conceded. And Quick Plant might be able to be had here behind the... Oh, that's so scary. Oh my
goodness.
Days.
And that's the bad part about boosting this in that spawn area. Is that they see you jump there and they know two people are there.
Yeah.
You have to have flashes. You have to have something to kind of make them turn away for a split second. Then you can hop up. Otherwise, you're just going to have... I mean, literally saw what happened last 2 rounds in a row. Where every time you jump up, they see you. I mean, you have to do something. You have to push them back somehow.
Yeah, yeah. It's really tough.
Otherwise, don't go for that jump.
But I like this round from Vitality. You know, they speed up the pace significantly, and it really catches VP off. And this is what we're talking about. Like, there's so many variations to a T-side pacing, how you distribute players, where you focus the pressure at the beginning of the rounds, and so on and so forth. Speaking of which, we haven't seen Vitality go for heavy sewers takes very often to open their rounds up. Some teams really like to do that because it allows you to better control connector. You can also run connector controller at the same time. And if you take that away from the CTs, then they start to get starved of information.
Yeah, I think I think Vitality worked it maybe once or twice, but that's it. And that's when they were winning. When they kind of backed away a little bit, that's when VP started kind of being aggressive with AWP and just kind of bullying Vitality in a way. Look at this boost by Snacks. So definitely catch someone off guard if they peek, but they decide to break it down and repositions themselves towards Fountain and Playground. VP does have a good position advantage, but MBK shoots Bayali in the back. And that causes them to check every angle possible.
Nice work. It's really good to see that they check that. Because that could be rounds ruining, stuff like that.
One person gets 2 kills in the back, gets a gun, gets the bomb.
Yep.
Puts some people on tilt.
This is shaping up to be a really strong first half, potentially, for Vitality. If they string some more together, you know, they'll be 6-4 after this one. Their money's really built up, or will be. If they don't lose anybody, they'll be in a nice spot. And the CT side is where, you know, you can really bully your opponents, and VP have been struggling to do that so far.
They haven't got much under them.
Still time though.
Keep getting the shut down by Vitality. I meant the double op setup was running for a while, but you know, if you keep doing the double op setup and you're losing people every round that you win, eventually the money's going to bite you by buying all those ops. And VP, even though they had a 4-round win streak, doesn't do much for them in the money department if you're losing so many people every single time you win. Vitality playing it smart. They're not giving away kills. They're not giving away guns. Every little bit helps. Michu trying to find something to bite off of. Gun, headshot, confidence, anything. Nothing.
Okay, moving into the next rounds. VP don't have too much in the way of options still. Gonna have to go for another save, so not looking great. So will they take some gambles here when it comes to stacking? We saw that there was that one round where they stacked towards the A-long area, anticipating the anti-eco to be there. Might see a B stack this time, or maybe they'll go for something similar to that one. You can see that there's a flash and a smoke. I'm curious what the smoke will be for. Oh, okay, it's thrown straight away. Must be for a sewers. Where did it go? Okay, it was a monster tunnel. Alright. So that's to slow things down towards B, and that will mean that Vitality have less information, so they're more likely to walk into the stack. That's kind of what that's about. But here you can see they don't believe the lies, and they will push towards the B-bomb site regardless. So it's like the B stack indeed would have been better, but that's how it goes. I mean, it's impossible to know, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have wallhack, then you'll know.
Yeah, it's really more of an educational kind of risk. Yeah, they could be stacked here, but you know, A can be a little more problem on eco sometimes. Maybe B, you can at least kind of, if you take monster, you could tunnel everybody in one area. You know, they all have to be towards CT spawn side, right, or pit or whatever. Just use numbers and hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
And again, Vitality really good on these anti-ecos and rounds that they technically have already won.
Okay, that's some whiffs there from MBK. Block seems to be a much better gun for the job, though. Another slow one. No gun to be collected here. Deke? No? Okay. So a couple of slow rounds playing the anti-eco, but the buy's back in again now as Vitality are in a great position still. You know, they have so much money. Zywoo is still feeling it. He's 14 for 6. And Virtus.Pro. I would like to see them get creative here with the orbs, but maybe because they got 2 orbs, they'll just be more relaxed. So nothing really going on towards the A side of the map for VP. They put 3 towards B straight away. Snacks alone with the AWP on A-long.
Vitality kind of sending 3 people underpass through the sewers this time around.
Oh, they've left the other AWP on A as well, so they've got 2 AWPs on A. Cool.
Which can be pretty strong, because of long choke points, easy to fall back from. B's not the ideal site to off, to be honest, so... But flash work can start pushing these off back. Snatchy gets shot back after flash. And Zyru's posted up for the retake, but doesn't matter, because MBK gonna ball him in the face.
What a play that is from them. The leg and then that. And I was going to say that the double AWP side, I really like it, but Alex walks onto the bomb site now. And part of the reason that he can do this is because he's not afraid of an AWP being there. They don't know that there's a second AWP towards the A side, but it's also deep on long, and both the AWPs have gone down for... Neither fired a shot, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, God, everyone's getting absolutely owned in this round. And only Veggie's left. And what can he really do? Nothing.
Yeah, Vitality with nice nade work, and VP playing pretty common spots for AWP angles. Maybe, you know, you don't have to go crazy or anything, but I mean, Vitality's going slow. They've been methodically working the map for the most part. Maybe try to disrupt their flow a little bit at the start. Maybe try to go a fountain pick, maybe a party pick, or I've seen Virtus.Pro take Khan a couple of times with their AWP. Vitality's been doing a pretty good job on sending person towards like MBK, mauling Khan, falling back, whatever he's doing. What the heck? Is that like a peck? I guess he got killed by RBK. It didn't show it on the screen. There we go.
Muting myself again. I love to mute myself. It's one of my favorite things to do. Love it.
He's not a talker, man.
I love it. It's very deflating, isn't it? This game so far, like I feel deflated. It's like it's having an impact on me.
4-4, like, oh, even game, and then all of a sudden Vitality running away again, 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find hope, and it keeps getting sapped. Ooh, see, look, it gets even worse. Bloomin' egg, what do you do against that? Well, there you go. That's a nice response from Bialy. Can he convert again? Yes, he can. Trades out, and it's 2 versus 3. Guns to be picked up. Bialy! Nice! Finds himself another kill there. Good headshot coming in. Finally will get taken down, but Snacks is, of course, he doesn't have a gun available to him just yet, although there are guns everywhere towards that B-bomb side. But he is coming in from the back, and they may not be too savvy about this. But, I mean, they should, absolutely suspect everything at this point, so...
Should be indeed. Vitality still taking their sweet time, not really budging, not even taking the bomb site as their patience pay off. MBK does see Snacks take him out. It's actually pretty... I like the move by Vitality. Yeah, it's a 2-on-1. Yeah, it's an eco, but you don't have to like force a sight, really, because Snacks is a random player. You know, you don't know where Snacks can be. He's that type of player. So when you play against someone like that, maybe the best part is just to stand still and wait, because Snacks wants to make the move. He wants to take the initiative. So just kind of hand him enough rope to hang himself. You know the saying? I don't know if that's a saying in the UK, but
yeah,
it's like an old saying here.
Yeah. We got that one as well. But Snacks will go forwards here. Double connect setup. 2-man. Perhaps some hope has been restored, as at least they take an early advantage, although it is traded back. And that's been a consistent story here. Alex ready for the push through the smoke from Mihu in the 4 versus 4.
It's a little sloppy. Yeah,
it feels like it's a big risk. Snacks, though, he's pushing as well. Maybe VP are just in that mind now, where they're just going to push everything. Zyro's going to find Snacks creeping around, and it's a position that he's been discovered in before as well, so they are wise to that kind of shenanigans. And a 4 versus 2 now. It was a 4 versus 4. It was a 4 versus 4. Then Mihu pushed the smoke on Monster, and Snacks pushed Fountain. And that's the thing, like it does snowball, because 4v4, you take a risk. That risk doesn't go well. Now you're thinking, oh god, we really have to take a risk now because we're so far behind. If you lose that one, it
keeps
just
backfiring every single time.
Yeah.
And it's making Virtus.Pro maybe losing rounds or situations where, they probably could have won if they didn't push, if they didn't try to be so aggressive or make a play every single time. You have to have a balance. You can't just try making plays all the time, every time. That's predictable. And so, I mean, Vitality has VP's number. They're sitting back. They're letting kind of VP just try to make plays, and they're not making plays. Makes your game a little bit easier in those situations.
Definitely does. The bomb source has been planted, and we'll see now if we'll get any more damage here from Snatchy. Is there anyone to challenge him? There will be some challenges. Scope. I think he's a bit too far away to be heard with that. And the other surprise is so important, he doesn't want to unscope now. They may actually miss him completely. It's looking quite likely. Yeah, Snatchy's not been able to find the impact that you'd want out of such a good AWPer. Yeah,
Vitality's not really giving him room to get these impact kills that you want to see out of your AWPers. This is a map that you can do it, but Vitality's they're playing smart angles there. If you peek in at us, you're going to at least peek into 2 or 3 people. They're not really that spread out on their defaults. They're doing like a lot of 3-2s, maybe 4-1s kind of thing, and just using bodies and spacing is kind of their strategy. You don't have to have complex timings if you really stick to some of the fundamentals in this. If they get a kill, you get a kill. If I get a kill, try to stay alive kind of thing.
Indeed. And Snatchy will be going a bit more forward this time. There was one of those previous rounds where he just got wrecked by a nade after getting legged. He has been, as you say, not really been able to take a lot of action in certain spots. Snacks, though, with the mixing up his positions, he's been really annoying around the stairs, but he'll be traded out. And another thing is that there's often a trade. There's almost always a trade for Vitality. You see the attempt made there onto Mihu is missed shot by Zaiwu, but notice that Mihu's there. The door is open. And, oh, that was an important one. Mihu's locking this down. He's going to go forward, trying to take down Zaiwu.
My goodness.
But he's giving it up. It's over-aggressive again. And now it's all just falling apart. They had the bomb. They had position.
They had man advantage, person advantage, whatever. And it's just, I think Vitality knows this. They keep trying to make plays. Just sit back. Just sit back. It have to be at this point because they're not taking much initiative. They're just sitting back.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's definitely something you can really feel it when sometimes you just don't have to do anything. There is absolutely those matches where there's a team that will be overcompensating, and as you mentioned before with your idiom, it's you just give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves.
They might be confused for some other word.
Well, Zaiwu with the 4K, and that will be a wrap for the first half. 11-4. Nice and tidy performance there from Vitality. They look very comfortable. You can see the fact that they have so much money, so few deaths, that this really went a bit too well for them. And Virtus.Pro, they are very hot and cold, and we'll have to go to a break to see if they can turn it back up to hot. We'll find out very shortly. See you very soon.
More holes in you than a crack or 2 raw. That's how the beef come. Know it well, and that's how the beef done. There's no rules, though. That's how the street run. Man, I get light, see sun, let the week done. Try no man, don't play that, don't play that. Been like that since way back. Man, roll around and spray that. Man, miss you, but spray that. Try no man, don't play that. Been like that since way back. Man, roll around and spray that. Man, miss you, but spray that. Yo, man, pull up, ain't talking a reload. Bust doors, no need for a key though. Man, I take aim, but this ain't a free throw. No man, I'm busting if you're coming at me though. Busting if you're coming at me though. Busting if you're coming at me though. Man, I take aim, no free throw. No man, I'm busting if you're coming at me though. Man, pull up, ain't talking a reload. Bust doors, no need for a key though. Man, I take aim, but this ain't a free throw. No man, I'm busting if you're coming at me though. Busting if you're coming at me though. Busting if you're coming at me though. Man, I take aim, no free throw. No man, I'm busting if you're coming at me though.
We're back! Virtus.Pro.
Woo!
They were getting completely destroyed. There's barely a trace to be found of Virtus.Pro in the first half.
Where did they go?
Can they bring themselves back from the dead? They found some kind of shaman. Some ritual could have been performed. And maybe now they've been resurrected. There you go. They've taken down Zyru. So that's a good way to start.
It's a good start, taking out the top area of the team, and Alex just looking at his feet, trying to not make noise. But doesn't matter, you're taking an RPK with the kill. Oh, double kill. Okay, okay, come on. Okay. I just have to laugh. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Virtus.Pro is just gonna just throw it out. Just gonna throw it away. That just sucks to see. You get the 2 kills up. Then boom. Bam. Gone.
Well, that shaman must have been a back alley budget version or something, because they just didn't work, did it?
Yeah, they went to the wrong one. Should have went on Tuesday. That's the good one.
They went on Craigslist. It's not how you do it. Okay.
That's a crackhead, not a shaman.
All right. Yeah. Easily confused, maybe in some cases. Dark arts work in mysterious ways and all that, but we'll see. Virtus.Pro trying to make something of this pistol round, and a respectful approach from Vitality. They're not playing too deep on their positions, just making it as hard as possible. Allowing VP to get close, but not close enough here, really. Smoke will shut down one choke point. They'll funnel the rest of VP into the other one, and now Zyru's been unleashed, uncaged. And there we go. 13-4, and this might be over very quickly. It did feel like VP were beginning to lose hope themselves at the end of the first half, and we're hoping that perhaps the break would bring in some newfound energy. They would somehow be rejuvenated by something. Don't know by what. Don't know what that thing is. Good pep talk.
We'll see.
A tall, frosty glass of water.
You know, you never know. Maybe I should ask my mom. She's Polish. I don't know if they have anything. Some secret.
Some like super spicy pierogi, just
some potato vodka or something. I don't know.
Pierogi is actually so good.
Yeah, pierogi's delicious. And guamkis.
Ooh. Okay, well, perhaps they can find something here. They've got 2 players here in connector, and Sax has taken one down the sewers. That's not bad damage from the Apex. Looking to trade through the metal. Not looking good though. And oh, this is all the opportunities. Oh, he's going to get absolutely caught. And there's not really much play left in this round for Vitality, I don't think. They might be thinking about ways they can get a save there. You can see they're already running back and away to try to do that. The bomb is moving back towards B. Bomb hasn't really committed anywhere.
Uh-oh. This is a chance for them to lose it, though. It's very unlikely, but
there's no way.
Where's the bomb going? Finally, yep, going to Monster.
This is so weird. Alex was spotted, so they know relatively where he is. He was spotted, right? I don't know. Maybe he wasn't.
I'm not sure.
Well, now he has been.
He's gone. Take him out.
Get me out of here.
Save his UMP for next round. I guess.
It's like when you're playing the hostage map and like everything's gone really, really wrong, and you're just like, screw it, and just trying to run to the helicopter by yourself. No VIP, just like, take me home.
Some life in Virtus.Pro. But it's 13-5. Can they make comeback T-side of Overpass?
Can they do it? Can it be done?
It's always possible. You always have to believe. Vitality, though, they will do a little force buy. They have money to spare. Not much for guns and utilities, so play it safe. Get some deagles, get some armor. Makes it work.
Yeah, they actually have a lot left in the tank, indeed. Not looking too bad.
This might throw off VP a little bit. They might not know exactly how much money Vitality might have after this round, so seeing the force buy might trick VP We'll see.
So some stepping to potentially be heard here by the players in the bathrooms. Apex the only one left in the bathrooms with the Deagle. He's had some nice Deagle frags today. But he understands that he needs to check behind, and yes he will! Oh, the first shot whiffed. That could have been... I mean, that had to be a kill or two, really, I think, for this round to look promising in any respect for Vitality. But instead, Virtus.Pro will now encroach upon this A-bomb site. Nice flashes.
Yeah, good flashes from VP. Able to spill in this bomb site flawlessly so far. Statue does take a little HP, but stays alive, and oh, Veggie getting taken out.
We think snacks as well.
There we go, thinking through the wall. Alex is going to try to reposition, maybe sneak away with the gun. I think Virtus.Pro is going to push and peek. Oh, actually playing the bomb.
I wonder if they threw the gun away, because if he just waits here, he might be able to get it after the bomb's exploded.
I'm not sure, because the other person...
Can we see it?
Yeah, it's on top of the thing.
So
But
that is recoverable,
he's
actually.
probably not going to find it in time.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
I think that's what he's going for. He's going for that gun. But the bomb will blow it towards the stairs.
Where did it go after here?
Has he found
Was
it?
that scout? That was to his left! It was to his left!
Close.
He's close. All right. It's all right. He's still buying. He's still got money.
It's a good effort, though. I respect that. It's cool that he understands that that's like the best value play for him there.
Alp's coming out for Vitality. Well, 1 up. 0 on VP. I'm going to try to keep rolling up that bankroll. BK.
Whoop.
Nice little Molotov there at the stairs, preventing VP to take that fast party. This will also allow in turn to possibly, give the illusion that Vitality pushed up at the party. Which is they don't, but you can play around with that. Mind games, third level thinking.
Absolutely, it's something whereby, unless it's smoked off, you know sort of the flow. You're controlling the flow of players. It's kind of like when you take Banana straight away as CT's on Inferno. It's the same kind of thing. Like you immediately know what the T's doing. But here's Mihu just going for the push. We know he loves to be aggressive. Trying to get his money's worth here towards Monster. Nice pick off there. Adjust against Apex. Lucky to be alive, perhaps, as the pressure's really being felt here now. And Virtus.Pro, they seem to want to commit behind this, and you can't blame them. A lot of investment here, and still not really clear. He's going to pick this one up. The flashes will go in to play through the smokes, and Zyro's been unleashed now. He's got himself a couple orb kills. Great vantage point. Bialy with an important swing there, finds the headshot. And the bomb, it doesn't really have the ability to go down. It's on the ground now. And great cleanup there from MBK.
Zyro getting 3 kills. He's just everywhere. He's always getting kills.
24 for 12. He's also very good at being efficient when it comes to his kills and deaths, which hello. Wrong camera there. Which is a mark of a player that he'll pick up a kill, he'll reposition. He won't continually overstep his mark, but he'll find different ways to make plays which have more advantage and also options for him to safely fall back. He's good at making things safe. I think you mentioned this before. Yeah. And he's a smart player, and it's part of the reason why he has stats like that.
Nice early pick from Ishu. Zyro getting a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Got confidence behind his back. He's like, let's take a pick.
Got to do it every so often. Okay, well, this is very telegraphed now. I just got to abandon that plan. Got to abandon that one.
Bialy will listen for anything. Listen for rotates. Kind of see if there's anyone pushed up. Okay, though, he will be pushed up long A. I like this a little better than what VP did, because you see on the screen you have 5, which is Alex, can kind of help out MBK if he needed help. If he wanted to fall back, you have a teammate. VP was a little more spread out when they tried doing this kind of stacks and peaks and stuff like that. MBK, though, getting a little greedy, peeking by himself. Probably too much.
Nicely done, Apex. Finding himself Mihu. Always, I think it's a safe bet that he's going to be trying to get frags out of that position. And Apex slightly too slow there to adjust for Bialy, and big opening coming in now. RPK and Alex with a horrible task on their hands. So they go for the boost here? Looks like they will. This boost, though, it's quite predictable. However, it's not being spotted out. And oh, that's a brilliant frag there. I think Alex got info on this next player on short. Maybe not, but there's a missed shot from Snatchy. And that's a big opportunity. Alex might force the issue now behind the Molotov. And indeed, he will. RPK cannot trade him out. And Virtus.Pro converts. They'll keep themselves alive and in this one for a moment longer, as the money has run out for Vitality.
VP, good move by Bialy in that 2-on-2 situation to push up. Usually, you know, you want to play bomb, you want to take your time, you want to fall back, stay alive, but Bialy kind of playing that opposite angle. You know, do what you at least expect, and he pushes up and gets the 2 kills and closes out the round. She said Vitality's on a save, got some deagles, some armor. Definitely going to be a double save, so might as well just buy out. And then here comes the B execute from VP. Heavy monster take. Mishu sneaking on in. Oh, RPK gets nated the 4 HP. And here comes the Molotovs. Oh, nice flash.
Veggie able to trade out there, and ZywOo with that deagle, and now things get complicated. We got the AK-47 in hand here as he looks to go for the peak. The smoke will slow him down, but Alex is not going to be slowed down there, finding himself some play, and that will allow ZywOo to go past the smoke, and they trade it out. Beautiful teamwork. That is being on the same page. That is seeing the opportunity, and that is taking it when it's in front of you. Good stuff from Vitality.
And we're talking about how smart and safe ZywOo usually is, but in that situation, he knew that the best play was to peek as the opponent is shooting at my teammate in that 2-on-1 situation. Even though ZywOo gets picked off, it still buys time for Alex to kind of swing off and also exchange a kill. So ZywOo really playing smart and knowing when to change up the pace at that moment in time.
It's Team Counter-Strike. It's Team Counter-Strike. And I think you know, you're so right. Like he's a star player, but he understands spots where he has to, like, what the best play is as a Counter-Strike player. And, he's not really restricted in that sense. Oh, that is disgusting.
Yes, you don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah, it's only a match point, and oh, Snax has been dinked. He's been dinked as well. If it wasn't bad enough that Veggie gets down there, Snax gets dinked as well, and now things are looking grim here. The MP9 at distance, able to take down another one, and they might get this done off the back of the SMGs. 8 HP and 17 HP. Well, I think this one's about to be closed down here, and there it is. A swing onto Snax will take him out, and Mihu with the deagle. And 8 points of health. Oh god, there's not really too much to say about that.
Get 4-1 Deegs next round. But it's easier said than done. Especially against one of the top teams of the world. And almost had a 1 Deeg. Vitality takes this 16-7. Virtus.Pro kind of falling apart on that well, kind of started on Nuke, but finished on Overpass. Vitality looking strong. Teamwork, timing, strats, calls.
Yeah.
The flashing for each other. It's like they look like a complete team. And they've only been around for a short while with this lineup, so it's very impressive to say the least. And whatever Vitality's doing, they're doing it right.
Absolutely. They've got. I mean, this should be a week where they are the strongest team, I think, on paper. So this should be their week to qualify. It's the final week to qualify as well, through making your way all the way from the beginning of the bracket all the way to the end, and obviously winning your finals in a few days. And the following weeks will be all about points. It doesn't matter if you finish and win. You won't be automatically qualified unless you have enough qualification points. And, well, we'll see here the stats. So obviously right at the top, and one thing to note, of course, is his kill-death ratio. He is very efficient and consistent performer for his team. Everyone really performing there. In a VP, we can see Snatchy right at the bottom. This is a map where we focus on AWPers, and Snatchy was not able to have impact. Snax was not able to get going with his AWP either. We know that he picks up the secondary AWP.
Yeah, it seems like he has inconsistent issues with his team in VP. You saw it throughout both maps where they're trying to continue to make plays and plays and plays, but they're kind of half-baked plays. It's not like my teammates are helping me out completely. It's I'm going to peek or push this angle, and hopefully I could outshoot them. And you can't do that many times. Maybe you could, toss in a couple times here and there just to be random, be unpredictable. But if you keep doing it over and over, then that becomes predictable. And VP, they have to go back to the drawing board, find some strats where they could probably be aggressive, but just mix it up, have more thought out kind of teamwork, and I think they could pick up more rounds and have closer matches.
And as we take a look at the bracket here to see the other matches that happened whilst we were watching our respective ones here on this stream, we didn't see Vanguard Epsilon. Of course, we watched Optic and G2, but Vanguard, they've been heavy hitters across the first 2 weeks. They looked really strong to go and make finals runs, and they were unable to qualify though, but they look like they're just on the cusp of it, but they've been racking up the points, so it feels like they will be in the finals regardless of all these deep runs. But they're looking pretty good for that top half of the bracket. It's going to be a very close one between them and Optic tomorrow. That'll be a fun one. And Vitality, I think their biggest competition probably is between Vanguard and Optic. We'll have to see how things go here, obviously, between Force and Valiance, or Valiance, I should say, is the proper pronunciation. But it has some good matches here today. We're not done with the Counter-Strike here for today, though. We have 2 more best 3s coming your way. It will be the North American Counter-Strike, though, but that will be resumed. Well, that'll be happening in about 2 hours. So make sure you check out our social media as well. You can send us some tweets during the conversation if you have any questions or anything you want to ask at all. You can go to @ECS and #ECS7 and tickets. Do you want to plug the tickets?
Ticket sales available at ecs.faceit.com. Book it June 8th and 9th at the SSE Arena, Wembley, London, ECS Finals. Who would not want to go there? You're crazy if you don't.
Yeah, man. Home of ECS in Wembley, the SSE Arena. Lots of rabid UK fans. Always a lot of fun. Right, go grab your tickets, and we'll be back in about 2 hours for some North American Counter-Strike. See you then.